Have you ever truly paused to consider how little we actually know about the people standing right in front of us? Every single day, we encounter individuals who seem warm, kind, and even perfect, but appearances can be beautifully deceptive. Behind a radiant smile may hide a storm of insecurity. Behind confident words, a fragile self-worth quietly trembles. In a world obsessed with image, where surface often matters more than substance, the masks people wear can easily overshadow the truth of who they really are. But here's the good news. You don't need to be a psychologist to see through the illusion. Two simple yet powerful things reveal a person's true character. Small cracks through which their real self shines through, often when they least expect it. These aren't complex or mysterious. They're ordinary actions, everyday moments. But if you look closely, they can reveal everything about who someone really is. Imagine having the ability to see beyond words, to read the quiet language of the soul. Once you learn these two key signs, you'll never see people the same way again. And maybe you'll see yourself more clearly too. The first sign: how they treat those who can't help them. Carl Jung once said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." But here's the real question. How does someone act when the other person holds no value to them? No influence, no power, no benefit. That's when their true nature shows up. Watch how someone treats a waiter during a busy lunch rush. Notice their patience with the janitor mopping the floor. See how they respond to a stranger asking for directions or someone who made a small mistake. A truly kind person shows no difference in their behavior. Their kindness isn't a performance. It's simply who they are, whether they're talking to the CEO or the person cleaning the bathrooms. On the other hand, someone who looks down on those in less powerful positions often carries deep insecurities. They mask these feelings with a need to feel superior. You see, being cruel to those who can't fight back isn't just bad manners. It's a psychological wound showing itself. It reveals someone with an unresolved relationship with themselves, a twisted need to dominate because they're terrified of being insignificant. These moments are small and easily missed, but they're windows into a person's emotional maturity. Watch carefully. Do they say thank you to the coffee shop worker? Are they patient when the receptionist puts them on hold? Or do they act like they're above everyone else? Psychologists agree that these everyday behaviors often tell us more than grand gestures or dramatic moments. Because when there's nothing to gain, what's left is who they really are underneath it all. I once knew someone named Sarah who was charming at networking events and always said the right things to her boss. But I watched her snap at a delivery driver who was 5 minutes late. That small moment told me everything I needed to know about who she was when nobody important was watching. Compare that to my friend Marcus, who always greets the security guard by name, holds doors for strangers, and treats everyone with the same respect. That's authentic character. As you observe others, ask yourself, how do I treat people who have nothing to offer me? Do I rush past them, or do I take a moment to connect, even if it's just with a genuine smile? Authenticity isn't loud or flashy. It lives in these quiet choices. The second sign: how they handle their promises. A promise is more than just words. It's a soul contract. When someone gives you their word, they're showing you how much they value truth, trust, and their own integrity. Even the smallest promise matters. Whether it's showing up on time, returning a phone call, or keeping a casual commitment, it all counts. Because character isn't built in the big, life-changing decisions. It's shaped in the small, everyday ones. Jung believed that you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. A person who keeps their word even when it's inconvenient is showing you their internal compass. Their actions line up with their values, and that kind of alignment is rare and precious. When someone breaks a promise, how they handle it is just as important. Do they take full responsibility and offer an honest explanation? Or do they blame others, downplay the damage, and move on like nothing happened? Brené Brown reminds us that owning up to a broken promise with genuine remorse is actually a sign of emotional maturity. That's what you're looking for. Not perfection, but integrity in how they handle their mistakes. Look for the patterns. Does this person make promises they can't keep? Do they consistently fall short? Or do they deliver quietly and consistently without needing recognition? I remember a colleague named James who would constantly promise to help with projects or attend meetings, but he rarely followed through. When confronted, he always had an excuse ready. After a while, his words became meaningless. Contrast that with my mentor, Linda, who would carefully consider before making any commitment. When she said she'd call you back by Friday, she called by Thursday. Her word was solid gold because she protected it like the precious thing it was. Someone who keeps their promises, especially the small ones, is likely to be dependable when it really matters. They understand that every commitment is a deposit into their integrity account. And here's the mirror question. Are you honoring the promises you make to others and to yourself? Keeping promises isn't just about your relationships with others. It's about maintaining self-respect. These two signs, how someone treats those who can't help them and how they handle their promises, are like mirrors reflecting their soul. They reveal the person behind the mask, the character beneath the charm. So next time you meet someone new, don't get lost in their charisma or smooth words. Watch how they behave when they think the world isn't watching. That's where the truth lives. Notice the waiter's interaction. Pay attention to whether they show up when they say they will. These small moments will tell you more about their character than 100 impressive stories. But remember, as you're observing others, the most important person to watch is yourself. How do you treat people who can't advance your career? How reliable are you with your own word? Authenticity isn't something to hunt for in others. It's something to grow in yourself. When you live with genuine kindness toward everyone and honor your commitments, you become the kind of person others can trust and respect. Character reveals itself in the small spaces between our grand gestures, in how we treat the powerless and how we honor our word. These aren't dramatic revelations, but they're reliable ones. Start paying attention to these two things, and you'll develop an almost supernatural ability to see people as they truly are. Not as they present themselves, but as they actually live their lives when nobody important is watching. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to the Deep Psyche channel. Share this with someone who values depth over surface and substance over style. We're not here just to grow. We're here to transform, one authentic choice at a time.